Good morning! As you can see, I forgot to film an intro, so I'm just getting straight into the makeup. The eyeshadow that I am using over here is the Ben Nye eyeshadow in Cork. This light brown color is going to be my transition shade. That word is so hard to say. And I'm applying this all over my crease. I'm just lightly blending this, and this is going to help all my other colors blend together, which is why it's called a transition shade. As you can see, my lips are moving but I'm not talking. That's because when I filmed this video, I was actually talking in the video, but it was raining so badly that you couldn't hear anything I said, so I had to delete the audio footage that I had. Right now I'm using a Ben Nye eyeshadow and it's called Black Brown, which I am applying all over the outer corner of my eyelids. I'm going to be blending this into the crease as well. This is a very buildable eyeshadow. You could have used the previous color, the Cork, to apply in your outer corners as well, but I wanted this look to be a bit more dramatic and nighttime appropriate, which is why I went for a darker color. The color that I'm using here is the Essence eyeshadow in Miss Foxy Roxy. This is what this tutorial is all about. I'm going to be using 3 Essence eyeshadows to create this look. It's from the new must-have range, and this was sort of like a first impression. I was completely in love with this eyeshadow. There was little to no fallout, and as you can see, it is so pigmented, and this was just after one swipe. It applied so easily, it was so easily blendable, it was so smooth and creamy, and yes, I just have absolutely nothing bad to say about this particular eyeshadow. The next eyeshadow that I'm using is also from the Must Have series. This is the Essence eyeshadow in Stay in Coral Bay. At first when I used this, as you can see, it was not very pigmented, but I do go on to apply quite a few layers, and the eyeshadow was quite buildable, and as I applied it more and more, the color showed up quite nicely. Over here I'm just showing you how the eyeshadow look in its original container, and after I've applied quite a few layers on my eyelids, you can see that the color on my eyelids do match the color of the eyeshadow in its actual container. Up next is foundation, and the foundation that I am using is the Catrice eyeshadow, the 24-hour Made to Stay waterproof foundation. I've been using this foundation quite a lot lately since it has been raining so much, and yes, this eyeshadow is actually waterproof. If it's raining and you're wearing this foundation, just pat the rain off your face and the foundation will not move. There will be no smudges, no creases, nothing. Your foundation and your face, everything will still be perfectly in place. For bronzing, I'm using the Avon Bronzing Pearls in Warm Coral. This bronzer is complementing my eye look because it has that same coral and bronzy undertones that my eyes do have, so that's just going to bring my eyeshadows out even more and make my eyes pop even more. Then over here I am using the Essence Silky Touch Blush in Autumn Peach. Then next I am going to be bronzing a bit more using the Catrice Prime and Fine Contour Palette in Ashy Radiance. As you guys can see, I'm only applying this to the upper corners of my jaw. I'm not using this to contour, I'm only using this to bronze even more. As you guys can see just by looking at my face right now, it's already looking so much slimmer than it had looked in the beginning, and that's just because I applied that contour shade at the top corners of my jawline. And right now I'm using the Ben Nye eyeshadow in Smoky Taupe to contour with. Over here I'm just showing you guys how that Prime and Fine Catrice palette actually looks. I use it in so many of my videos. The darker shade is obviously the shade that I use to bronze or contour with, and then the light shade is the highlighting shade, which I will be using now. This is one of my ultimate favorite drugstore highlighters. Actually no, this is my favorite drugstore highlight. As you guys can see, you know, this is just from one swipe as well, and it is so pigmented and it is so beautiful. You get such a beautiful natural glow, so easy to apply, so easy to blend, and yes, I have nothing bad to say about this highlighter. I love it so much. And here I was just having a moment because this highlighter is just so perfect, and I can't believe that it is actually a drugstore highlight. Over here, my last Essence eyeshadow that I'll be using in this tutorial is the Essence eyeshadow in All I Need. I was trying to apply that to highlight my brow bone, but as you guys can see, it didn't actually do anything. I did change the color of my brow bone area, but I didn't highlight it as much as I wanted to. I'm using the Rimmel Lasting Finish by Kate lipstick in number 3. I love how the looked at that moment, but just for those who like a lipstick that's a bit darker, I'm going to be adding an Essence lip gloss on top of that. This tutorial might as well have been called Essence review or Essence tutorial because I'm basically using only their products. But yes, the Essence lip gloss that I'm using over here is number 7 Nougat Kiss. So yes, that's the end of my tutorial. I know that this voiceover is something new, something to get used to. If you guys like it, I'll try to do more of these. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting me, and thank you for just watching till the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. If you guys like this look, please give it a thumbs up and like and subscribe to my channel.